Okay. What is your full name, and did you have any nicknames and anyone that you were named after?
So my full name is Adolfo Leon Monsalve, and that's my formal name, but people call me Al, because when I was in the Air Force, my sergeant did not like my full name, so he says, I'm gonna start calling you Al, and so ever since then, I've been called Al.
Okay, where were you raised, what were the places that you lived in, and did any of the places that you lived in have an impact on your life?
So I was born in Bogota, Colombia, right? And then from there, my dad decided to move to the United States, so we moved to LA. And from LA, we lived there for a few years and then moved to Dallas, and we've been in Dallas ever since. But with my jobs, I've lived in Tulsa, Waco, Abilene, and Miami. So I've been all over the country. And they have all impacted me, obviously coming from Colombia to the United States, culturally very different. But I love the culture, and so it impacted me greatly. And then every little city I've been to, big or small, I've always been impacted by meeting different people from different countries.
Okay. What was middle, intermediate, or junior high school like for you?
It was when it was in LA, and middle school and high school was a little tough because we lived in the neighborhood. It was a little bit rough, so there was a lot of gangs. And so you always had to keep an eye, because if you went to school, there would be a gang that would come after you. When I was in high school, there was a gang leader who had the same name I did. So he wanted me to change my name, and because obviously I couldn't, so the gang went after me. So I had to sneak out at night. I had to sneak out in pickup trucks so they wouldn't come after me.
Are you being serious?
I am being serious.
Is he being serious?
Your story?
Yes. It was not a lot of fun.
Well, what experience did you have in your school years that you remember, and why?
My experience, well, in LA in high school, again, unfortunately, we're talking about gangs. There was a gang leader, and his friends wanted to take me out. So well, they beat me up. So we agreed, because I was captain of the wrestling team. I said, tell you what, why don't your gang comes and wrestles with us? So we took him in the mat, and by the time we were done with him, we had just beat him up pretty good. Not hurt them, but they said, thank you so much for wrestling us, because we had no idea how strong you guys were. So after that, they left us alone, and so I could walk anywhere in the school, and they would leave me alone, because, you know, they knew that it was not a good idea.
Okay, when did you meet your wife, and when did you get married?
I met my wife in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She was going to school there, and I just got out of a management program. I worked for a company called Brinker International, and I went there to go run a restaurant called Steak and Ale. That's you. And so when I was working there as a manager, Laura was going to school, and she was also a waitress there, and that's how I met her. And so we dated for about a year, asked her to marry me. We've been married 31 wonderful years.
Jackie, what year were you married?
1986.
Hmm.
Yeah, a long time ago.
No.
How long were you married before you had kids?
First time 7 years before we had the first one. And then Christian was 5 years later.
What people influenced your life?
People that influenced my life would be Grandpa and Grandma. They were obviously, they sacrificed a lot for us to come to this country, and they gave up a lot. They left all their family to come to the United States so that we would have a better opportunity. And because of them, we all have been blessed with wonderful opportunities.
What historical events affected your life?
When President John F. Kennedy was assassinated, I remember I was a little guy about your age, and it really broke my heart to see that he was killed, because he was loved in South America too.
You were 7?
I was like 7 years old, a year older than that, right?
11?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. And then the second one was September 11th, when they bombed New York City. That was pretty amazing, pretty scary.
How old were you when you got your first job?
I was 17 years old, working at 7-Eleven.
What types of job have you had?
I've been what have I done? Of course, I'm a manager for Department of Treasury, so we buy all kinds of things for the federal government. I was an area director for the ISD, Dallas Independent School District. I've been a manager for Steak and Ale. I was food and beverage director for hotels, and I was a manager for a very nice country club in Dallas called Crescent Trails.
Okay. What personal or career accomplishments are you most proud of?
I would say I like what I do now because as a buyer for the federal government, I get to buy some cool stuff for the federal government. So I enjoy working with the business community and awarding contracts to them to provide services for the federal government.
Okay. What talents or traits do you have that helped you follow or accomplish your dreams?
I would say even temperament, patience. Those are traits that help me to work with difficult people, not to lose my temper, but to be thoughtful with other people. I think those traits have helped me a lot. But really, trusting God in my workplace, knowing that when I go through difficult times, I would trust God to walk me through that. That was very helpful.
Okay. Do you have any regrets about your life?
Any regrets knowing that I wish again I would have followed God when I was younger, at a younger age?
What advice do you have for my generation?
Your generation, that you guys seek God, that you look for God, and that He is part of your lives, and I think that will go well. He will ground you, He will give you purpose, He will give you a plan. That will be a blessing to you guys. And to be thinking of others first. You know, sometimes generations think of ourselves first, and what do I get out of it? Being a generation that thinks about other people as well will be great.
What if there was one thing you could? Never mind. What hobbies do you have?
What hobbies? The real hobbies that I have, like reading, so I really enjoy reading, but I also love running. I ran White Rock Marathon, I ran marathons all over the South, not marathons, but all kinds of races. I like running a lot. And then wrestling, I love wrestling, so I was part of a wrestling team, and I won conferences and captain of the wrestling team, so that's something I really always enjoyed.
Do you have a favorite book?
A favorite book, I would say, obviously from you, the Bible was my favorite book. It's where it's taught me the most of any book I've ever read.
Favorite vacations, places.
What places have you traveled to?
We just got back a few months ago from Italy. That was so much fun. Went to Lake Como and Florence. And I've been all over. I've been to Spain and Holland, so I've been all over Europe, Mexico, and all those have been wonderful places.
Did you get in trouble with the cartel in Mexico?
I was the cartel. No, just kidding. No, I did not get in trouble with the cartel.
Do you have a favorite food?
Favorite food? I would have to say Mexican. I love Mexican food. And I like Colombian food too.
Two more questions and wrap it up. I'm running out of battery. First car.
What was your first car?
My first car was a 1981 Cutlass Supreme.
Favorite people.
What was your first pet?
First pet was a pigeon.
Oh.
When I was in LA, there was a pigeon that fell, and so I picked him up. Why are you laughing?
Because it's just a pigeon.
And so I didn't know what to do. I was like 12 years old. So I picked the pigeon up and I got in my cage. And this old man that lived in the house next to where I lived, he let me put the cage in there, and I would come and feed the pigeon every day. And I would take care of the pigeon. Like the third week when I got there, the pigeon was dead.
Oh.
And the reason was because pigeons are not supposed to be kept in a cage too long. I didn't know that.
Really?
And I also had a frog, but the frog, I I thought it was, I gave it a bat, and then I put it up in the windowsill, and the heat gets, so the frog didn't make it.
What happened? What? What?
Frog died.
Oh.
And so when I came back, my favorite frog was stiff, because the sun had kind of roasted. I didn't know. Who knew? Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of a question.
First concert.
Were you in any high school relationships?
High school relationships like girls. You know what? In high school, I did not date in high school.
Is it because you're Colombian?
No, it's not because I'm Colombian. I was kind of shy in high school,
Oh.
so I didn't really date in high school.
Did you excel in? Did you do well in all your classes?
I think I could have done better. I did better in college than I did in high school.
Where'd you go to college?
I started in Miami, so I went to Miami-Dade College there, but I finished out of UTD, University of Texas at Dallas.
Okay. What was the name of the school or schools you went to?
High school or college?
Like elementary, high school, middle school.
I can't, for middle school, it was Catherine Edwards was one. For high school, it was Pioneer High School in California, and then Thomas Jefferson High School here in Dallas. Then I went to college at Miami-Dade, because I was in the military, Air Force. I went to McMurray College. Then as I got transferred, I ended up in Dallas. I went to University of Texas at Dallas. And then I went, for my graduate program, I went to University of Dallas.
How long did you serve in the military?
4 years. It was really a lot of fun, I think. I was a water survival instructor. And what we do is, the Air Force had pilots who were drowning because if they had to eject off an airplane, sometimes they land in the water, they would get eaten by sharks, or they would release their parachutes too early, and so they would land 1,000 feet. What happened, they were coming in so fast they would break their backs. Or when the parachute landed, they would drown because they would get suffocated. They didn't know how to get out of the parachute.
Do you have
So we would teach them how to survive in the water.
Wrap it up.
Do you have any what's it called? Do you have any awards from the military?
I get awards. I was like Airman of the Month in the military. I got awards. I mean, I was a sergeant.
Like after you worked in the military?
Oh, after the military?
Like
I got awards for my job, what I do. I've been, I was what you call the regional small business specialist for this part of the country. And I got an award for supporting small businesses. So I got this big award in national office that I received. I was also a fellow, which means I went for 1 year. I did some leadership training, and out of that I became a fellow and a mentor to other folks who were coming in the military. So that was kind of a cool experience.
Okay,
I'm running out of battery here.
you can use the voice memo.
Okay.
When did you move out of your parents' house?
Oh, good question. Well, you see, when I got out of the Air Force, I moved back with Grandpa and Grandma so that I could finish my last 2 years of college. And when I did, I got a job as a manager working for a company that managed hotels, and that's when I moved to Waco, Texas, to open up a hotel there. So I was like 24.
How old were you when you joined the military?
I was 18.
What places did you go to in the military when you were in the military?
I was in San Antonio. I went to Greece. I went to Germany. I went to Miami, and then Abilene, Texas, where I finished. And that was a lot of fun.
Let me think.
Fastest mile. Fastest mile. How fast do you run?
How fast can you run?
How fast can I run? Not as good as I used to, but I used to run pretty good. I ran White Rock Marathon 26 miles in with an 8-minute mile under 3 hours. So that's not too bad.
Have you witnessed any historical events?
Historical events.
Like, have you witnessed it?
Well, the only thing historical that I've seen has been when I was in Washington, D.C., and I remember was walking around the mall area, and then Secret Service came in and they stopped me and they said, "You need to stay there." And I said, "Why?" And right by me went by an entourage, which was President Clinton, as he was getting to board. Bill Clinton, as he was getting ready to board the Air Force One. And then I attended a conference where President Bush was there as well. So that was kind of a cool experience.
Have you met anyone historical?
I met Jesse Jackson.
What?
Yeah, he's a big civil rights leader. I met him. I met President Bush when he was governor of Texas. That's it. Oh yeah, and I met ZZ Top when I was in Utah.
Okay.
See, that's it. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.